Just tell me about volleyball growing up, when you started to play, and then playing varsity and all that.
Well, my sister Amanda, who's older than me, she started playing volleyball, and I originally just swam and played soccer, but she started to introduce me to volleyball, and then I played club my 7th and 8th grade, and then I started varsity on my 9th grade year at Warren High, and then we moved here, and I'm playing at Hempfield.
Okay. How has it been, just learning the community, new friends, new place to live? How's that going for you?
I think it's going very well, considering the fact that I didn't know anyone when I came.
Sure.
It was a lot easier coming and knowing the volleyball team, and they can introduce people to me. Okay.
Was it tough walking away from friends? I mean, you know, these are kids you grew up with and you knew your whole life, and you go to school with them, and then boom, you leave. You still struggling with that a little bit? Do you stay in touch, or what's that like for you?
I mean, I have my moments, but for the most part, like I know I can go back there, and I'll be getting my license soon, so I can go and visit.
Okay. And you have Facebook.
Yeah.
And a cell phone. Okay. Did you know anything about Hempfield before you got here at all? Lancaster County, the school, anything?
Well, I lived in Lancaster for a few years when I was younger, and my dad lives here, so I'm like familiar with the area, but I didn't know of Hempfield at all until we decided to come back to the area. And when I first lived here, we lived in the Donegal area, Donegal School District.
Okay, so you get here and boom, you're with the volleyball team. What was that like? New kid, felt like you had to earn your way, earn your spot? How did that go early on?
Well, I was very timid at first, and I still feel like I am sometimes, but everyone on the team's very nice, they're very welcoming, and they made me feel like a part of the team right away.
Okay, were there some nerves on your end? Did you feel like you had to prove some things, like I can really play, give me a shot here? Or what was that like? Did it feel like a tryout almost?
Yeah, it definitely did. I mean, everyone's very good, and I didn't feel like I was up to that level yet, but Pat's helped me a lot, and I feel like I have proved myself that I can play along. Okay.
What position had you been playing at Warren? Were you always a hitter, outside, middle? Where were you?
At Warren I played middle, and then for club I played outside and middle.
Okay.
And then I just got switched, so now I'm a right side hitter, which I like a lot.
Okay. Oh, hitting's fun, isn't it? Yeah. What club were you with up there where you were?
It was called Cobra.
Okay.
It was out of Olean, New York. So I had quite a drive to get there, but I liked playing there.
So you've kind of played all over. Where have you played growing up? What kind of places have you been?
I played in Erie on a club named Frost, Epic Frost, and then I played there for 2 years, and then I went to Olean for Cobra. Okay. And not sure where I'm going to play this year yet.
Okay. Oh, there's a lot of good clubs around here.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I'm sure they'll point you in the right direction. I'm quite sure. Okay. Early on, well, it's not early on anymore, the playoffs start, but what do you like best about playing on this team? What did you learn about the chemistry and the girls? I mean, you know they won the state title last year, so they already were pretty tight, but what have you learned about the group here over these 2 months?
They're very intense, and I like that about them. They push me to make me better, and I feel like they have made me a lot better since I've come, and I really like that. And everyone's just there to help you, all the Shorn brothers and everyone on the team.
Okay. Were you intimidated at all? Oh boy, these guys won states, and they're back, and they have a lot of kids back. Was that a little bit too much to handle at first, or?
A little bit. I mean, I knew they were very good, and I figured the girls would definitely make me better. Okay. So I was excited. Okay.
Have they rubbed off on you, as in, like, you know, this is our program here, and we, you know, you see the banners in there every day. So is it pretty crazy when you look up and see all those banners of what they've won and done here?
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Okay. And obviously they made you feel welcome, and you feel like you're just part of the team now and everything's good.
Definitely.
Okay. Keys to being an outside hitter. What do you like about that spot? What are you looking at? What are you looking for? How's your relationship with a setter? Just playing that position.
For outside or right side?
Right or outside, wherever you are. Give me some keys to.
I play right side, and for right side, the best hit I would say is down the line because it's the hardest. I think right side's a lot it's harder than left side because you have to let the ball come across your body unless you're left-handed, and you have to have good hands to take the second ball if the setter takes it, which I think my hands are okay. And I think I'm getting a lot better at right side. I just need to remember to keep my elbow high. Sometimes I drop it and then I hit right into the net.
Okay. Is it nice knowing when you're out there and you're on front row and you look over and you see Rachel and Morgan and you just have all these hitters and blockers and Chrissy. I mean, we could name the whole team here, but what's that like knowing that these kids have your back too, and you don't have to go out there and be a star every night. You can just play your position and do your job.
It's very comforting seeing them next to me. Whenever I'm getting in a rut or I'm starting to feel down, Rachel or Bones or Morgan and Chrissy, they always tell me that I'm fine and that they can take care of it and just do what I can and just to cheer me up if I'm feeling down.
Okay. And you feel comfortable now, like you said. There's butterflies are gone, and you feel like you belong, and you're here, and that's all good.
Yep.
Okay. You guys won the section pretty early. What did it mean? Because that's first usually on the checklist. That's win section 1, which these guys do a lot. So what did it mean to win the section to you guys?
Well, I didn't even know we won sections until someone told me after the game, but I didn't even realize. But I'm very excited that we didn't have to play against someone to determine if we got it or not.
Right.
We just,
the old one-game playoff thing. Didn't want that. The other sections had those. They had to come back and play. Playoffs, 3 nights in a row. I mean, and here you are playing in this thing all day, but 3 nights in a row, starting Monday. Have you guys talked about that? Have you talked about league playoffs and taking care of business there because they won this last year as well?
Yeah, Pat's just said that we need to start off strong. Sometimes we start off a little slow, but we need to work on staying strong the entire way and just pushing it until the finish, not letting them creep back on us, and so it gets down to the few points. Do you sense bullseyes? You haven't been here that long, but maybe you'll learn this week when you get out and start playing in this stuff. Does the bullseye stuff matter? The pressure of you're the favorite and you guys are supposed to win this stuff. Does that bother your group at all? Have you noticed that from the kids? I don't think it bothers the other girls at all. Sometimes it makes me a little nervous, but for the most part, it's kind of exciting. We have to prove ourselves, so I feel like I have to play better.
Okay, you guys have played in some whopper tournaments. The Garden Spot tournament was great. You were at State College, and this thing here. What's it like to get to play in these and get to see these teams, before districts and states? What have you taken from them? I know you won the one against Parkland and they got you in the other, but what are you guys getting from these experiences?
Well, I think they're very helpful. I love going to these big tournaments because there's a lot of really good teams. I think every time we play Parkland or State College, I think we learn more about them, and it makes us better. It gives us a lead, or kind of. We learn where they hit, how they hit, where we need to improve on it.
Okay, so it's kind of like a scouting, reconnaissance mission kind of a deal. Let's see what they got, remember it, put it in the archives, watch the film later. But you want to win these too. Yeah. I mean, it's important. Is it important to you guys to get, to get in championship matches and these kind of things? I
think it's very important. But Pat always says play your best, but in the end, these don't count against us. Right. They're more for our benefit, just to get practice playing these teams and just knowing how they play and everything.
Yeah, this will help you out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
it's got to.
Definitely.
It's got to. Last thing, has this experience been more than you thought it would be? Everything you thought it would be? I'm sure you were excited when you knew you were going to come here and play on this team. I'm sure you had expectations. Have you pinched yourself yet, or what's this been like for you?
I think it's been a great experience. I really like everyone. I love the program. I've learned a lot, and I'm very happy with everything that's happened so far this year.
Okay. Yeah, more to go.
Yep.
The real fun's starting Monday. I mean, the postseason. I mean, this is why you kind of play here from here on out. I mean, the stuff, you know, leagues, districts, states. Have you noticed with them, are they really good at just kind of staying grounded and let's just worry about today? I'm sure they're not talking about states. They know it's out there. But have you noticed that with that group? Are you impressed with how this group just kind of goes about its business and just takes care of what's next?
Yeah, I think their philosophy is like focused on the game that's at hand, and we need to play as the best we can to move on to our goal, which is states. And Pat always says we are working towards November, the end of November, which is states.
Okay. Your impressions of volleyball here. Not quite sure what you were used to playing at Warren, but now that you've been around here and have seen this league and the other girls in the competition, what's it like here, in your opinion, after 2 or 3 months?
I feel like it's a lot different. There's a lot of good players. Where I used to live, there were good players, but there weren't as many, and it was, I don't know, there was just a few key players. Here, everyone's good. Everyone contributes, so it's a lot better, I guess.
Competition's pretty steep. You like that, though?
Yeah.
You want to be challenged. You don't want to win 25-10, 25-7 every night. I mean, you like getting pushed and playing in these kind of games.
It definitely makes us better, playing better teams.